Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going to Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and comparing who's better. You know, age-old, duke it out kind of question here. Who is better? Now, it is like 10,000 degrees out right now. So I figured we'll do them iced, except for I am gonna get their traditional coffee hot just so that I can compare and contrast. And then, later on in the future, I will do an entire special on the key hot beverages at both locations. But I'm just gonna wait for it to be like, fall. I'm waiting on it. I know you guys are probably missing the part of the video where I day drink, but I can't day drink and drive, so that's what happens. Sip on the concrete for your fallen homies, which basically means drink for me while you watch this. Alright, so to avoid the melting factor, I decided that we should just do this on the go in my car. So I have moved my car so that I won't be self-conscious while talking about these beverages, because I'm a weirdo and I get uncomfortable really easy. But yeah, so I have retrieved the items. Don't pay attention to my car. It's not as bad as it once was, but we got lots of coffee in here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be all hyped. Alright, so to kick things off, I am just going to start off with both of their regular hot coffees. I told them to put nothing in it and leave it black. We have Dunkin' and we have Starbucks. So let's start with the Dunkin'. And now Dunkin', everything was cheaper, but it's relatively the same. I think I spent $13 at Dunkin' Donuts and I spent $14.50 at Starbucks. This is something I totally noticed later, but this is Dunkin's small cup. And that's Starbucks small cup. So definitely if we're talking value for your money, this is slightly more expensive than this, and you get more. So, I mean, look at that. I mean, it's not bad. It's weak. It's not super strong. It's definitely got more of like a burnt taste to it. It's very remnant of gas station coffee, which I like gas station coffee because I'm trash, but, to each their own on that one. So Starbucks coffee, it's a lot smoother, there's not as much of a bite to it, it's cleaner, it's just going it's a little watery. Definitely has a lot less taste to it, but I think that some of the taste that was in the other one was more of a burnt than this one, which is more subtle. So I'm gonna say the winner on this one is the Starbucks. The Starbucks is definitely gonna take better when you add cream and things like that. You won't need as much sugar to hide anything. It's just gonna accentuate the flavor. So the black coffee for Starbucks is the win. Alright, moving on to the more fun things. We are going to go ahead, let's just grab one. This is a vanilla latte. So I got an iced vanilla latte from both. This is the Dunkin'. My biggest complaint with Dunkin' is I always feel like everything's too sweet, but everything's too sweet at Starbucks as well, but I think that sometimes they use too much cream, but oh yeah, God, that is very sweet. Very vanilla-y. You don't taste a whole lot of coffee. It's very, very creamy. Lots of heavy cream in this. That's it's good. It's very good. It's, but still, it's a lot of sugar. Let's see our latte over here on the Starbucks side. I like how they put these tops in here, thinking it would make me stop using straws, but I still use straws. Bad person. It's definitely miles less sweet, so I can appreciate that. But the taste of the vanilla, it's very chemical. It feels very I don't know, artificially. I mean, obviously they're both syrups, but for some reason the vanilla taste that's coming from the Dunkin' is much more enjoyable. It's like something I would want to keep drinking the Dunkin' one. But I know it's terrible for me. It's bad for me. This one tastes more like coffee though, but I just do not like the way their vanilla tastes. I think it's like, it tastes dirty to me. Dirty and like dirty water. Yeah, that's like a great way to describe a coffee. Dirty water. Ooh, that one tastes like diabetes though, especially after the comparison. I'm gonna give it to Dunkin' on this one because it's more of an enjoyable flavor, but it is by far too sweet. Like, I would totally reduce everything about this and then drink it on a lesser form. Alright, so we're 1-1 right now on Dunkin' versus Starbucks. We're gonna go for one of the most iconic drinks that Starbucks has, which is the caramel macchiato. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna try Dunkin's first, just because we've been trying the Dunkin' ones first. It's sweet, but it's not nearly as sweet as the last thing, which is, I'm very surprised. It's much better. Now, for those of you who don't know, a macchiato is defined, like the difference between a macchiato and a latte. A macchiato, the shot is poured on top. A latte, it's poured at the bottom, and then they put the milk on top. Either way, you have to stir it. It's just a fancy way of putting your coffee, and you end up messing it up anyways. But that's why you see that, like, pretty layering sometimes, especially in iced drinks. This is not bad. It's like a caramel iced coffee. Their shots are a little bit, you can tell their espresso is kind of like their coffee. It's probably a little cheaper. Let's go ahead. So you can see the layering in this drink. Starbucks does a better job with their presentation, I feel like. Now let's go ahead and I'm just gonna... Whoa! Ooh! It is very caramely. I don't know. This one's really, really, really sweet. And like I said, I'm not as crazy about sweet. It is actually sweeter than the Dunkin' Donuts one, which is insane. That's just, The thing that they do with the caramel macchiato at Starbucks is they put these caramel stripes on it. And that's actually where a lot of the calories come from in it. And I don't like that I'm able to like slurp and get like a whole piece of syrup drizzle. Cause like I used to work at Starbucks, that's why I know. I don't really care for it. I think that it's the sweeter option. It's more like candy, more like diabetes. This one is actually more remnant to a coffee this time, but I like the flavor. I think the flavoring is better. I think their syrups are better. I am gonna give that one to Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm really surprised because I didn't think I was gonna do that. Now we're gonna go for the last one, which is the iced coffee. Let's see how that goes. Wow. I just asked them to do it how they would normally do it, and that's disgusting. That is gross. It's just, it says what they put in here. They put 2 cream, 2 sugar, and then it's just iced coffee. It's just, they must do like non-like syrups for it, and blah. Okay, yeah, they definitely use like actual sugar and not liquid sugar. That is disgusting. That's a big no for me. I mean, like, they have all these options for syrups. Now, the thing that Starbucks says, so I feel like I know I'm gonna like this one much better. It is, they do classic, which is just liquid syrup. It's okay. It's too much cream for me. They put a lot of cream. I think it's like, it's just meh. It's okay. It's kind of milky. It's not enough strong of a coffee flavor. That's really hard because I definitely think that, I would say, because I've had Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee and Starbucks iced coffee, I prefer Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee to Starbucks' iced coffee if I'm gonna get it with cream. Because their syrups are just so much better. I think that my biggest takeaway here is that Starbucks' actual coffee quality is better because their black coffee was miles better. than Dunkin' Donuts black coffee. But and even their espresso is better. You can tell because some of these drinks have like more of a burnt tinge to it, which espresso, when it's cheaper, it burns quicker, and that's where you get that kind of bite at the end of drinks. So I feel like Dunkin' sometimes covers that up by having good quality cream and good quality sweeteners. Now, the only reason I want to say it's really hard for me, I want to say the iced coffee here, I would give it to Starbucks, but I don't necessarily like this. But it's because they put granulated sugar in this. That's disgusting. You don't do that, especially when you have 1,000 liquid options. So I'm going to say that overall, I think I like Dunkin' Donuts better, though. Like I said, the only thing that really wowed me from Starbucks and was a lot, like, notably better was the smoothness of that first coffee. So I'm gonna say Dunkin' Donuts is the winner here. If I had to pick one of these items to keep drinking, it would be the Dunkin' Donuts caramel macchiato. So overall, Dunkin' Donuts wins the ice coffee battles. I'm gonna bring this back and do a hot coffee check, and I honestly think that Starbucks will probably come out on top on that because of the quality of their espresso. But for now, they must lie and wait while Dunkin' Donuts is, just chilling. I also have to say this. Dunkin' Donuts already has pumpkin spice. If I weren't already about to get over-caffeinated as I already am, I would have gotten a pumpkin spice latte because your girl is basic. But Starbucks, they try to withhold that shit and wait, and then like it's special, but I don't want it to be special. I want it now. Thank you for watching another video. Come back, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me which one is better, Dunkin' or Starbucks, and comment your drink of choice. What is the thing you get if you're having coffee? Are you just a black coffee drinker? I drink black coffee almost every day, so this is like, I'm over here like jacked up on sugar and on coffee. But yeah, so hit that subscribe button if you want to watch me do this. Again, you should totally do that. I also just got back on TikTok, so you could totally follow my TikTok, and yeah, and my Instagram, and goodbye, because I'm about to have a sugar crash. Miley Cyrus just told me that this is definitely not a Nashville party, and I concur. But I decided that instead of letting these drinks go to waste, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour them all in a thing and see how they taste. Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. That's the caramel macchiato. I obviously like that one the best. Alright, we have a giant cup and a lot of coffees. So let's get to it. So we'll start with some Starbucks. Got a little bit of black coffee. It's the base. Okay, and then we'll add some of the Dunkin'. Oh yeah, that already looks good. Yeah. Again, this one was the vanilla latte. And then we'll go ahead, we'll take the vanilla latte. Ooh, give me some diabetes in there. Alright. And then we will go and we'll take some of this caramel macchiato. Oops. Oh, that wasn't good. And then this one, yeah, a little more of the caramel macchiato. And then, because that one was my favorite. And then a little bit of the iced coffee. Bloop. Alright, and then the worst. This was actually probably the worst of the worst. I didn't say worst of the worst before. This was just the worst because of that granulated sugar in it. It was disgusting. Okay, and then we'll take the straw. Honestly, we should take 2 straws. One from Dunkin', and oh my god, look at the height difference. Do you guys see that? That's ridiculous.
1 eternity later.
That is not half bad. You know, it's like sweet but not too sweet. It kind of fixes the diabetical problem on some of these. The black coffee helps it to not be too creamy. I mean, Life hack, buy a bunch of coffee and mix it all together. Yes, okay. Now we're talking. Now do everything I told you to do earlier. All the subscribing and the liking and everything. And come back to this channel, okay? Goodbye.